50 states in this great union. I know there's the lower 48 and the upper 48. I knew that.
What?
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Lower 48 and the upper 2.
No, I can't.
No.
Lower 48, upper 1, and then there's one out in the Southwest.
He's looking at a map and he's got
You remember in grade school when you had to color it, fill it, write in all the states?
He's like Ohio. He's like a Hawaii and Alaska's only this far apart on the map. See, it's only that far apart.
I would do I would go North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia. I could do those real easy. But then like New England, when you get up there, I had no clue what was going on.
Oh, yeah. That's hard.
I don't know
Hampshire and Rhode
Okay,
Island.
it's not just me.
I was always good at
Catawba
it.
County people.
Yeah. And then once like nobody knows where Wyoming, Arizona, Oregon.
They're all big boxes.
Yeah, they're all big boxes.
That's like,
And I could get California, Washington. I could get those two.
yeah, California.
What's in between
Oregon.
I could get Texas. I could get Texas.
Texas. Florida's easy.
Yeah, I could get Texas and Florida.
You basically know them all, Ken.
You got Maine. You know you got Maine.
No.
It's just the far top right.
Okay.
You know,
Connecticut.
Michigan looks
You got
like a
North
glove, right?
I could.
Michigan looks like a glove, right?
I would know what that is because of the lakes. I would know what that is.
Kemp, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you. Can we move on?
So before the
Go ahead. You
podcast,
were at the upper 2 and the rest of them. Go ahead.
the upper 48. We're talking
I'm tracking Kemp. Go ahead.
So we were talking about when America acquired Alaska from Russia. And I didn't know that we actually purchased that land from Russia. I'm actually blown away by that.
Are you?
I want to know how many people in the Laymen's army knew that we actually paid Russia for Alaska.
I would think 99.9%.
I bet they don't. I bet they don't.
I bet
Most
you.
of them.
I bet they don't.
I bet you.
You think it's just always been America since?
You're convinced the Pilgrims came over and there was America, all 50 states.
No. But the body of land was there. The body of land didn't change, so we acquired that one too. We want that one also.
All right, history teacher, you want this one?
Hey, listen. So you're telling me
So many questions.
you're telling me that upper left hand corner used to be Russia.
Yeah.
So we planted a flag, and then right across the line, Russia had a flag.
Technically.
No, I don't believe it.
What, across the Bering Strait? No,
hey,
they
Emma,
settled it because it was right across the Bering Strait.
In the words of Ron Burgundy, I don't believe you.
Was it Russia? No. Was it Russia? No, it was probably a colony or territory. But
then what? Tell me how we got this land.
we paid $7.2 million.
Yeah.
$7 million.
0.2. That's
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like you could go to a country and say, "We want
you didn't
this
know
land."
money was a thing.
I didn't just know we could say, "Hey, we're gonna buy
That
this from you."
happened with Louisiana.
Louisiana
Did it?
doubled the size of the United
Also,
States.
the Gadsden Purchase.
Yeah,
What's the Gadsden Purchase?
It's the land
between Mexico and Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
It was a strip of land that was Mexico. We bought it from them.
Yeah.
What would we
Just
give
to
for that?
round it out.
I don't know.
Around 5. No. It was like 16 million. It was a lot of
16 million
money.
was Louisiana purchase.
It was a lot of money.
Are you taking all this in, Kip?
I'm listening.
Now, I mean,
But
I
we
don't
also-
I don't know how. Like Bob's not a history buff. I don't know how he knows all these figures.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because he looked it up right before the show started.
No, the Russia I knew, but I knew the Louisiana.
I mean,
purchase.
I had heard of the Louisiana Purchase.
But I didn't know that's what it was.
Here you go. Here you go.
It was literally a purchase
We
Kemp,
bought it.
Kemp,
from the
what
French, right?
I
Yeah,
thought,
bought from
Yeah.
Napoleon.
What?
it could have been gumbo.
what president
Gumby.
bought the Louisiana Purchase?
Would you
Of
like
course
a
I
hint?
don't. Of course I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess.
Would you like a hint?
But when you guess,
Yeah.
look as confident as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Because you looked as a
just
minute
say it
ago,
like
you
you
had
know
that
it.
look in your eyes like, I don't
Yeah.
believe you, and you're really troubling believing yourself.
Well, he was also very confident when
But
he
it was
said, he was very confident when he said the lower 48 and the upper 48.
I guess
Just saying there was 50 states.
but I want to hear.
if you go further enough north, I guess.
I don't know the
eventually you'll
I
come
don't
to
know
Hawaii.
the president that was the president when they purchased the Louisiana.
It's president number 3.
Hamilton.
Hamilton was not a president.
It wasn't Madison.
He was enemies
No,
with
that's not
Hamilton. Him and Hamilton fought all the
Do
time.
you think people who get their United States citizenship know all the presidents?
I don't know.
They do. I know they do. They
Well,
they
that's not
study for it, too.
actually. That's not on the test.
Yeah.
No, it just listing all the presidents is not on the test.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Kim's like, I learned it for nothing.
I'm privileged. I was
In
born
my
into this.
in my U.S. government class that I teach, I give the citizenship test to my students as their final exam.
We got to play. Are you smarter?
Yeah.
I bet
So
you- I bet
the
you
problem
two
is,
people in here that could
is
pass
you
that.
ask these questions with Emma in the room,
Yeah.
That's true.
and she gives this test as her final to her students. The citizens, and you're like, yes, they do. No, they don't. They do. The citizenship test.
It sounded
He
so.
was so confident. He's like, he said, so they have to know all the. that was the funniest right there. I just realized that I just witnessed a deer in the headlights on the phone. And so he said, did you know that citizens, people who become citizens, have to know all the presidents? She said, no, they don't. Yes, they do. She said, no, because in Russia, I give that test as my final. So we know, no, we don't. And he said, oh, really?
The thing, yeah. The thing you'll learn about us is, yeah.
Our first mistake
Yeah, don't
was
fact
that.
check us. Don't
Yeah.
fact check anything we say, and that we say stuff with such conviction, regardless if it's true or not. So
But the deer in the headlights look was awesome.
I promise you, we're much more
That
sound
made
on
my night.
theology
Yeah.
and the Bible, but as far as like history and like civic stuff, not the
General citizenship questions.
We're often wrong.
as far as that.
Don't
never
give
in
us
doubt.
Yeah, as
don't
far as
give
that,
any-
we just make it up as we go. So
Yeah, we're often wrong, but never in doubt.
Never.
You know, you have a good moment when you're laughing so hard at yourself that you have to take your glasses off because you're crying laughing.
Listen, let
Tell
me
us
get
more,
another
Kemp.
guess. Let me get another guess at the president who was in the office when we bought Louisiana.
Yeah. Number 3.
Did you say?
Okay, hang on. Number 3,
Number 3.
Washington, Lincoln.
oh no, Lord, let him finish. Yeah, who came after Lincoln? Who came after Lincoln? Kemp?
Kemp just said there's only 2 presidents that matter.
See
Washington-
the email? I mean, did you see the look on it?
Yeah, go on,
went-
Kemp.
Washington.
Who followed Lincoln?
I got it.
I'm gonna throw you a bone, Kemp. It wasn't Obama.
I feel like we should have a quiz, a citizenship. Next show,
I've seen that. That was the
Kim's gonna have to have a citizenship quiz to see if.
that was the best deer in the headline. Look, he went Washington.
Kemp said there's only 3
Because he's
presidents that
thinking,
matter.
no, he's
Give me
thinking
number
like
two. Give me
he's
number
thinking
two.
$1 bill, $5 bill.
Number 2 was Adams.
Adams,
Yeah, John Adams was number
Lincoln,
2.
then Lincoln.
Lincoln was number 16.
Yeah.
16.
Washington.
18,
Lincoln.
1860s, Kemp.
No.
The Louisiana Purchase was made in 1803.
Ooh, okay.
Lincoln was not president until 1860.
That might have been the best moment on the podcast we've had because he went.
Marked for the best
so-
You went like this, Kim. You went Washington, Lincoln, and they said no. He went no.
Okay.
So close.
So tell me who it was.
So close.
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, wow.
Ever heard of him?
I have.
He was going to get up there. He was going up the currency.
Yes, exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing. Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Kemp.
Oh,
Thank you for being so vulnerable
Thank you.
for us all.
nothing.
That was oh man, that made my day.
If we ever wonder why we're doomed as a country,
Layman's Army. All you have to do is be confident.
There are 7-year-olds in the car right now going, I'm smarter than Kim.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Absolutely are, my child. Yes, you absolutely are. Okay, so
That was
tell me what else. So we bought Alaska. We bought Louisiana. What else did we buy?
Technically, we paid money for the land that we took after the Mexican-American War.
Technically, we paid money.
Yeah, but it was one after the war. But we compensated them for the land.
Who did we pay?
The Mexicans.
It was the Mexican-American War, Kim.
It was, yeah.
And if we were the American side,
You know who we never paid? Black people.
Hey, And that's why he doesn't know these things.
That's exactly right.
He didn't have the privilege of learning these.
He said, Emma, you
That's
know
what
the
happens
white
when you don't
privilege.
educate.
That's exactly right.
That's
When we
right.
don't have our own schools.
That's right.
Then-
That's exactly right.
Kemp.
Yeah.
So are you advocating for segregation?
Oh, you backed me in a corner there.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, that was real fun.
Good call.
So Emma said, I come on this podcast to be asked about the Louisiana and Alaska Purchase
Yeah.
and the Mexican-American War.
Yes. What point?
back to the quick sip. There was a point that we were talking about the Alaska.
Yeah, because I was saying I didn't know that Russia owned Alaska.
all right,
What sparked
so-
the conversation was the article that says Russian lawmaker demands return of Alaska,
There you go.
California fort, and reparations amid U.S.-led sanctions.
All right, this is the equivalent of
Get in
AFC
line.
saying that we own something. Just so y'all know, like
Great example, Sean.
That's am I right?
I need more context.
We owe something to whom and for what?
yeah, I need more context.
What? Yeah. So he's saying give us our land back.
Oh, yeah, but it's just a random guy in their
I see what Sean's.
That's
house.
what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So it's not like
No
this
power,
is
no
gonna
like yeah.
happen.
That
It's
was
not
the
gonna-
article was just.
it's
funny.
not
that
like
piqued,
all
that
of
piqued our
Congress is saying
conversation
it,
earlier.
or
No, not at all.
It's a grassroots
So-
movement.
That they know is not
That's what it
possible.
sounds
their
like. to me.
version of Parliament or Congress is called the Duma.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like the entire Duma is saying this.
Which
It's-
Duma in
one person.
Russian
A member
means house.
of the state Duma.
So
Well, I don't know who this guy is, but you're not getting it back.
Just nope.
Kemp decided.
No.
Because Kemp thinks that they're
There's that
and
look of
most
confidence.
important because of the crabs that Alaska provides. That's his big. That's his. That's why
the
Alaska is
cod.
so important
And the
to us.
cod.
He mentioned because of that TV show. Deadliest Catch. So that's why he thinks that we shouldn't give it back.
Do you think less of me now?
no,
She has the
that's fine.
same amount. She thinks the same of you as she's
In other words, yeah.
before.
So you just have to know that how little she thought of you before. Right. It hadn't really been
Hadn't affected
lowered.
you either. Yeah.
Give me before we move on to I want to set the topic. Before we move on to the topic, give me one question off of your quiz. Give me another. I got to get one right before. It's like shooting. I can't leave the court until I hit
Oh,
the
we're never going to break our way.
guys.
Well, they haven't put their name, Kemp. Can you get that right?
Huh?
Name.
Whose name?
Your
For the
name.
love.
My name?
All right.
Yeah, give me a question.
What are the three branches of government?
Ooh.
Can you name one of them?
Senate.
No.
Okay, no,
House.
that's not a
It's
branch.
No.
Higher.
It's
That's the name of the
The type.
part.
like
of
you know,
that-
like
No, no,
executive.
Don't help him.
It's two more.
Yeah, executive was one.
Judicial.
Yeah, that's
Hold
the
on.
Supreme Court. is
And
the judicial branch.
so we got executive,
Uh-huh, that's-
judicial.
Yeah, there's one more.
Legislative.
Yes.
There you go. Look at you. Check out the brain on Kemp.
That was a swish leaving the court.
Just walk off. Don't take any more questions.
Give me one more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude.
Feeling cocky
That's
now.
that
Oh,
look
he's
of
gonna
con-
redeem himself.
I can't wait to see that deer in the headlights. Look, I'm watching.
This one I actually don't give to my students because most of them are not U.S. citizens, so it doesn't make any sense to them. But can you name your state, one of your state senators? So one of the current state senators that represents you.
Nope.
Oh man! Can you name one from South Carolina? He's very popular.
Lindsey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey
yeah.
Graham. Yeah, there you go.
Burr and who's the other one now?
Burr.
She lives in Russia.
That is true. I don't know. I think Burr is from
Kemp's
this side.
Yeah,
of the
Burr's
state.
Richard Burr.
You know what I should do? I should just
Is
take
it,
the
no,
SAT
Mark
for
Meadows'
fun of it.
house.
He's at he's
Mark Meadows
resigned.
is, and he, he resigned. He used to.
What is Gowdy?
Patrick McHenry.
Yeah, he's our
House.
representative.
Yeah.
I've met him before. I
Have you?
shook his hand. Yes, he made fun of me. It was fine.
That
It was a political joke. It was okay because the day I was born was on a Monday, and it was November 2nd. So then Tuesday was going to be election day,
yeah.
and it was 1992. Which who was elected president in 1992?
Stand by.
Bill Clinton.
Oh, God.
come on, man.
Why'd you say that?
So I was born the day
He says,
before
"I wanna go home at some
Clinton
point
was
today."
elected president, and he blamed me
That's
for-
funny.
for Clinton winning.
Yeah.
So
You said you're born in 92?
yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. I'm
All right, so
I'm
let's go to
depressed.
break so we can feel old.
The Chronic came out in 1992.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, see,
Wow.
well, look at you. You don't know everything, do you?
You know about Death Row? You don't know about Death Row, do you?
What?
Bet you don't know Death Row
But
Records.
you don't know Bad Boy Records.
Exactly.
Aftermath.